Hello, everyone. I'm trying a new setup. I hope that it works better. We'll see. Um, anyway, welcome to PJ Yoga with TJ. That's me. And I'm really happy to be here. This is a really fun class. It's just something kind of light and airy, buttercuppy for the summer months. So, not too much stress, just when we need that little relaxation. A little stretching. Our focus is going to be on our balance. We're going to do a three-part breath, and we're going to use a strap for a full body stretch. So try to make sure you have a strap. I would suggest a blanket for your knees because we are going to be in a tabletop position for several poses. That's the first part of the class. And then if you don't have a strap, you can use like a cloth belt or something like that. Or you can just pretend you're holding a strap, but tighten those muscles if you do the pretend, because that really helps. And then say I got that. So I'm going to read our mindfulness word for this class is intention. So keep your sights on your goal. Direct your energy and situation to who you want to be and where you want to go. Stay aligned and focused. So, intention. While we're doing our poses, this is a little slower class. So, really bring in that intention of your body alignment and make sure that you don't go over where it hurts. Just a little stretch and no more. A little tiny bit of like, feeling it, but don't go past that. Don't want anyone to overstretch or overdo. Like I said, these are going to be a more simple flow. I raised my computer up because this is a smaller computer than what I had before. So hopefully you can see me better. And then I put a back cloth back here so that maybe I don't blend in so much with the furniture. I think I need something. I'm trying to figure out what color to get because I'm going to get a backdrop, I think, for the summer. Anyway, let's just start by standing in our Tadasana pose and bringing our focus into our mind's eye. I think if I push it up a little bit, that's a little better. So just bring that focus down, close your eyes, and think about what a beautiful day this is, wherever you're at. It doesn't matter if the sun's shining or if it's rainy or maybe chilly or really hot. It's still a beautiful day because you are alive and doing something productive, having that intention in your life. So keep those eyes closed through the first breath. And we're going to inhale those arms all the way to the sky in just a moment when I tell you. And then we're going to exhale through the mouth with a big sigh. So here we go. Standing up nice and tall. And just look inside with your eyes closed. Is your body tall? Is your tummy tight? Is your head pulled up? Pretend that your head is attached in the center of your head by a rope, and it's just pulling that head nice and high. Maybe you haven't had that head up high for a long, long time. We'll bring it up. And then the shoulders are back, but not tight. The tummy's tight, of course. Pull up that pelvic floor, and that will tighten that tummy a lot. Relax your knees. I have a tendency to lock them out. I really had to work on that because that's how I naturally stood all my life. Just breathe. Listen to my calming voice. Take one more nice breath. And then we're going to start. Bend your knees slightly, inhale the arms all the way up to the sky. Do a big stretch up there, a mindful stretch. And then exhale through the mouth. Oh, that felt good. Roll the shoulders back. And go back one more time. And one more roll back. Oh yeah. I have a lot of crunchies in my shoulders. Maybe wiggle, wiggle, wiggle side to side. 2 more breaths up. Inhale up. Exhale. Ah. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale through the mouth. Ah. Bring those hands back behind you. Clasp your fingers, making your hands pressed together. And then take your palms and face them down. Inhale those arms up just a little and exhale down. Inhale the palms back to the head. Press the fists down to the floor. Inhale the elbows up and then down. Release those fingers. Shake it out. We're starting with our sun salutation. I hope you have a nice, comfy surface to work on. If you don't, you can put your blankets down. You won't need it during the sun salutation, but keep it handy for when we go into tabletop. So standing nice and tall. Again in mountain pose. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold all the way over. Don't try to touch your fingers down yet. We're just gently warming up. Feel like little pulses here. I know a lot of people like to fly through the sun salutation, but if I'm using it as a warm-up, I take a moment in the poses to just let the body relax into that. Inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale as you lean back for a crescent and a big sigh. Inhale fingertips to the sky and walk that ladder. We're climbing that ladder up high, like Jack and the Beanstalk. We're going up and up and up and up, and relax that. Exhale those hands down by your side. Bend your knees slightly. Inhale all the way up. Half forward fold coming into a swan dive. Rest those hands on the low back. And just let the elbows press down to the mat, and then raise the elbows up, pinching those shoulder blades together. Inhale, elbows down, press them down to the floor. Exhale as you lift the elbows up, getting your chicken wings going. Inhale back to center, and exhale, fingertips down. Inhale halfway up to the shins, exhale all the way up. Exhale those hands down to the side. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down this time. Fingertips, hands, wherever you can reach. Maybe you don't even get down there. Take a little wiggle here. Inhale, hands to shins. Bend the knees. Inhale all the way up. Exhale down. Hands down to the mat. Walk your hands forward, coming into a down dog, our first down dog. So let's take a little walk with that dog. Just one heel up and one heel down. One heel up and heel down. That fan is little, but it's pretty strong. Just keep pedaling that dog. Oh yeah, it feels good. Pull in that belly. Do one more walk on each side. That's a heel up and a heel down. And then inhale, then both heels up as high as you can go. Press those toes into the mat. And then release as you slowly lower the heels down. They may or may not touch the ground. Inhale and exhale as you roll over into your plank. Holding that plank. Nice strong planks, working that core. Yeah, you can still see me. Good. Hold that core. Be a strong yogi arms. Planks are one of the best things you can do for just general overall. If you don't have time to do anything, get down there and do 3 30-second planks, beginning your day or ending your day. Inhale, building the elbows in towards you for chaturanga. Like a push-up, holding it, hold, hold, hold. Inhale the knees and the belly down to the mat. I'm not going to do a full cobra, so I'm going to come down a little bit and then stretch up. If you want to do full cobra, that's your choice. Breathe while you're in your cobra. You're going to come up to up dog. Inhale, exhale, push those arms straight for up dog. You should be resting on your upper thighs and maybe a little bit on that pubic bone. The belly isn't on the ground. I don't know if you can tell with my shirt. The belly's not down there. This is a great little gentle back bend. I like it better than Cobra. My back has more support this way. And then a nice big inhale and exhale as we roll all the way down, coming into crocodile. Place that right palm down on the mat in front of your forehead, left palm on top of the right, and forehead on top of both hands. And we'll just do 2 jellyfish breaths. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Inhale through the nose, gentle. Exhale through the mouth, gentle, like a jellyfish floating. Just think about floating in the ocean. Inhale and exhale. Inhale the head up. Exhale the hands by the chest bone. Curl the toes under. Push up into plank. Exhale over into down dog. We're going to do some other things in down dog, so I'm going to skip the 3-legged dog right now, but let's take a little movement side to side. Stretching. Warming up the torso and the hips. Inhale as you walk the hands back towards the feet, and exhale coming up. Our next round will be a little bit faster. Here we go. Bend the knees, inhale up all the way. Exhale, swan dive over, hands on your low back. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, hands halfway up. Exhale, all the way up. Big inhale, stretch at the top. Exhale, the hands down by the side. Bend the knees, inhale up all the way. Exhale, forward fold, hands on the mat. Walk the hands forward for your down dog. Holding that down dog. Stretch that tailbone up towards the ceiling. Or if you're doing yours outside, up towards the sky. And then release that and exhale as you roll over into plank, holding a strong plank. Try to get your body flat like an ironing board, really using all the strength in those arms. You do have to have flexible toes here. And if that's too much, you can come down to the knees and do a Pilates plank, or you can stay on the knees and come onto the forearms for a low Pilates plank. Or you can stretch the legs long if it's your wrists that bother you, just for a forearm plank. Your choice. And I'm just talking to get you to hold it longer so you're not concentrating on how hard it is. Inhale the knees and the belly to the wall, to the floor, and bring that head up for your cobra. Nice gentle cobra pose. Should feel very good. Inhale, exhale, straighten the arms for up dog. Inhale, coming down, left hand on the mat first in front of your forehead, right hand on top. Forehead on top of that for your jellyfish breaths. Inhale and exhale. Always through the mouth on the exhale on jellyfish. Inhale and exhale. Inhale the head up. Exhale the hands by the chest. Curl the toes under. Push up into plank. Exhale over into down dog. Walk your hands back. Stay here and then bring the knees down to the mat. And this is where your blanket comes in. I hope you have it handy. And we're going to start our tabletop poses, which I've got 7 of them. I hope you enjoy them. They're kind of fun. There's a little challenge in them, but they're fun poses, not too strenuous. You don't have to be a pretzel in them, but you will be working on some balance in them. So we're just staying in this tabletop. Let's do a couple of cat-cows just to warm that back up. Inhale, coming up into your cow. Look up slightly, sway that back. Exhale, pushing up with the ribs to bring the back into cat. with your arch. Inhale, cow, sway. Exhale, cat, round. One more. Inhale, cat, cow. Exhale, cat, big arch. Inhale, back to tabletop. And we're going to do our rock and rolling. So we're going to rock back and roll forward. Rock and roll. Let those feet come up. Push the booty back. Just rocking and rolling. Rock and roll. Let's do a few more of these. Rock, roll, rock, roll, rock, roll. One more. Do a rock. Hold it back in that rock. We're just kind of like a child's pose. You can bring the forehead down if you want. And if you need to, you can rotate those wrists. Just take a little break. Reverse that. And inhale the arms back out. And roll forward. So it's kind of like we're in a up dog with the knees holding our weight and our feet up in the air. Exhale back into tabletop. I'm going to come into a tiger pose. We're going to inhale this right leg up and swing it kind of back towards your the left side. And then exhale as we bring this left hand around the right foot and hold that tiger by the tail. Inhale that right knee down. Exhale the left foot down. Inhale the left foot, swinging it across. There's your tail. And grab a hold with that right hand around that right foot, left foot, right hand on the left foot. And I like to take and press my thumb into the middle of that foot. I was a foot reflexologist for 33 years, and I like to get a little reflex in there. And if you can just really press that thumb into the middle of the foot, that's your diaphragm area, and we're going to be working that when we do our breath work. Inhale and release that all back down. That's our tiger. We're going to come into our bird dog. The bird dog's out hunting. Inhale the right hand up, straight out, left foot back. Just like a bird dog. Stretched out, pointing. Inhale, right hand down, up knee down. Exhale, left hand out, right foot out. Stretch it apart. Inhale, both hands down and the knee down. Exhale as we push up into floating table. Just bring the knees up about 3 inches, holding it. Exhale, knees down. We're going to come into an airplane pose. This one is a little tricky. We're going to inhale the left foot out to the left side and left hand out to the left side. And we're going to bring them both up. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. This is our airplane. Like we're soaring in the sky. We got the wing up and the tailgate up, the tail wing, and we're like doing one of those side things. Inhale, both feet down, or both knees down. Exhale the right leg out, right hand out. Bring them up. It's a little balance, really a lot of pressure on that left leg there, holding it. Inhale the hand down and the foot down. Now we're going to come into a nice big chest opener. Inhale this right hand slightly up to the front where your head would be, like in the middle. Exhale as we roll over to the side. Bring this left hand up and the left leg straight back for our heart opener. They're similar, but a little bit different angle. I think this one is a little bit easier to balance because you're not at a kind of an off balance state with your leg and knee forward. Now they're up to the center to get that grounding. Inhale the left hand down, right knee down. Exhale the left foot back. Left hand is up here where your head is going to be rolling to. Roll over to the center or roll over to the right. Center that body. Bring that right foot straight out. Left hand up to the sky. Big heart opener. chest opener. Inhale, right hand down, left knee down. And let's take a little break, rolling back into a child's pose. You might take your knees a little as wide as your mat and just sit back. You can have your hands stretched forward, or you can bring them back if you need to rotate your wrist. 1, 2, 3, and reverse that. 2, 3. And just relax into child's pose. Inhale, bringing the hands down by the face. Exhale the face up and bring the knees back together. Do another couple of cat-cows. Inhale up into cow, sway. Exhale, cat. Lead with the ribs. Push the ribs up first so you get a big rounded back. Exhale, cow. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale, cat. Inhale back to tabletop. Exhale the knees as wide as the mat. Big inhale here, and then exhale as we push back, sitting on those heels. Stretch your arms forward as long as you can. Big inhale, the head slightly raised. Exhale the right hand to the right, left hand follows for a nice little side stretch. This is called three-way child's pose. Inhale back to center. Exhale, left hand to the left, right hand follows. Nice big stretch here. Inhale, right hand to the center, left hand follows. Exhale, right hand to the right, left hand follows. And stay here for just a breath or two. I'm kind of letting my head rest on that left arm, which gives a nice little extra stretch through that side body. And then inhale, lifting the head up. Bring that left hand to the center, right hand to the center. Place that forehead down on the mat. Take a breath here. Inhale, head up. Exhale, left hand to the left, right hand to the center. I'm going to rest my head on that right arm now. Inhale, head up. Right hand to the center, left hand to the center, and then bring that right hand down in front of your forehead and your left hand on top, and just rest your head down into this lovely child's pose. Breath or two. Inhale the head up. Exhale both hands front and center, and come up into your tabletop. And we're going to go ahead and do our breath work now before we start the intense stretching with our strap. And while we're getting ready for the breath work, you can either sit in a easy pose, or I'm going to sit on my bolster. And before we do that, I want you to get your strap ready, because when we finish the breath work, we're going to come into our strap work. So I want you to take and make a loop in your, here you can see it like that. And it just needs to be so that when you pull your thumbs apart and stretch the loop out, that you're shoulder width apart with your loop. And that's where we're going to be using it. So make sure you do that. And then just set it aside. I'm going to bring my bolster over and get ready. I'm going to take a drink because the breath work really makes me thirsty. And I'm going to sit on my bolster. I think I'll sit this way. I might sit in easy pose on the bolster, but I'm going to get my drink first. And if you have any water handy, I should have said bring water. Take a sip right now. Because when we do a lot of breathing, we will be expiring a lot of moisture from our bodies. Don't sip too much right before breath work. I'm going to turn this around. So that's one way to sit on it. And then here's another way, which I like this for the breath work. And I got my blanket down here to rest my legs on so they're comfortable. This is a higher bolster than my other one, but it's I have it in the car because I take it to the studio. Okay, now sit nice and tall. And I really think when you're sitting like this with your knees down, even if you're just going to sit in the easy pose, at least put a roll blanket underneath so your knees can have a little bit of a downward, because it's better for your knees that way than sitting in the easy pose cross-legged, unless you're like the true yogis who sit that way for about 12 hours a day. I wouldn't be able to stand up if I did it for 12 hours. My knees would be like, ah. So for our breath work, it's called 3-part breath, diaphragmic breathing. And I'm going to teach you in 3 parts of it. So the first part is we're just simply going, you can put your hands up here in your chest, and I want you to take a breath that your hands do not raise up at all. So you're going to bypass this whole section and this whole section, and you're going to bring the breath down to this section where the belly comes up like a balloon. You can put one hand on your chest and one on your belly if you want, and then you can really feel that. So when you breathe in, my belly came out like a balloon, and then when you breathe out, you're going to take the lower belly out and just bring it up. See how this part of my chest is just staying still? So let's practice 3 of those breaths, and you can keep your eyes open or closed, your choice. And I'm going to try to count for you so that you don't have to concentrate on anything but getting the breath through the esophagus all the way down, down, down to your balloon. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Remember the belly first. You can do that through the nose or mouth. I'm going to do it through the mouth just so you know when I'm exhaling, but it really probably is better if you just do it through the nose while we're training. Inhale. Balloon. Exhale. Full deflate. Inhale. Exhale. Rising and falling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. The only thing that's moving is my belly. Now, we're going to come to the second part, which is inhaling so that you fill up through this second part, the diaphragm, down in the upper diaphragm. And then the breath goes down all the way to the belly for the lower diaphragm. So you're going to inhale, bypass this chest, don't let it come up big. Inhale, the ribs, the low belly, big. And then exhale, low belly, ribs, all the way out. Inhale, ribs, belly, exhale, belly, ribs. Inhale, ribs, belly, exhale, belly, ribs, out. I'm just going to count about 5 of these breaths. I want you to try to remember that so you can get to the rhythm. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, Exhale. And bring that to stillness. I think if I do it that way, you can see I'm pointing. I need something dark to point. I'm going to put my socks on. And then you know I'm inhaling to this part, and this part. Because I want it to be smooth so you get the best benefit. And this breath work is especially good for relieving stress and anxiety. And it is especially good for bringing focus. And it is an energizing breath. So if you're feeling tired in the middle of the day, you can do this 3-part breath work. And here comes the third part. Can't show you my 3 fingers, but the third part, we're going to inhale all the way down to the belly, the ribs, and then the chest last. And then we're going to release that. So here we go. Inhale, belly. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And relax. I hope you got that rhythm. Some ways it's a little easier because we're going to take deeper breaths, but this way I know that you're filling your diaphragm. Most people breathe up here and a little bit here. And when you do that, you're not getting the full benefit of taking in oxygen that then circulates through the heart and gets into the bloodstream. And then because of the oxygen in the bloodstream, that's how your body heals. So if you have something that needs to heal, maybe you've been hurt, do a lot of deep breathing because your body will love the extra oxygen. So for this one, we're going to do one more part of the 3 breath, and we're going to inhale the opposite way. So we're going to inhale chest, ribs, belly, and then exhale belly, ribs, chest. So here we go. Inhale chest, ribs, belly. It's hard to get that last belly full when you do that. So take that breath considering how you can breathe in. And then we're going to release the belly, ribs, chest. Here we go. And relax. I'm going to try to do that a little bit smoother because I was kind of exaggerating each section so that you can get the flow of it. And relax. Woo! I felt that one. It should have felt very nice. Maybe even got a little bit lightheaded from that breath work, which is okay. Just don't get too lightheaded. And now we're going to start our stretching, and we'll start out just sitting here for a moment, and then we're going to stand up for some. I'm going to bring my cheat sheet over because these are kind of long routines. I'm not the best at memorizing, so let's end that breath work with just 2 nice cleansing breaths. And we've got our strap on your hand now, and then we'll just start to stretch. Inhale the arms up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. And I am going to take another little sip. I purposely just brought in a little bit of water so I didn't overdo it, because you don't want to breathe deep with water in your belly. So take your strap, and we're going to hold it so the elbows are out and it is shoulder width apart. I'll turn it this way. Try. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, do that. There we go. So you can see it. I'm just going to inhale up to the sky and down to the legs. Inhale up. Remember that deep breath, and exhale out. Breathe into that belly each time. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. And don't just lift your arms up. We're pulling the strap. So we're building strength and heat in the arms, okay? Let's do 5 more. I forgot to mention that. Inhale. Exhale. Keeping the strap tight. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. And I'm building a lot of heat. That's why I brought my fan in. I'm going to take it back here, though, because it's pretty forceful. There. And if you're heating up and you need to cool down, make sure that you keep yourself comfortable. I don't want anyone overheating. For our next one, we're going to do some side stretches in our easy pose. And if you haven't already, switch whatever leg that you had underneath. And again, we're going to hold this strap like our life depends on it, like you're hanging off of a cliff. And if you let go of one end or you don't have to keep it taut, you're going to fall, okay? We're going to do a twist. Inhale. Exhale to the right. Twist and pull. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Pull. Inhale, center. Keep it tight. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Keep that tension. Inhale, center. Your arm should be hurting. Exhale to the right. 1 more each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. This is the last round. Exhale, right. Hold it here and pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On your next inhale, come to center. Hold and pull. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale to the left and hold and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale back to center. If you didn't feel it in your arms up here, you were not pulling. You got to pull. That's part of the exercise. We're stretching. Your wings are pushing into each other when you pull, which opens the chest so that you can breathe deeper. And it also, this is a great, when we're doing this pulling, especially in the center, if you don't want to have that rounded back when you're older, this is the exercise to do for that. Just hold the strap and pull. You can do that while you're watching TV. Pull, 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 pull. There you go. Our next one is a side stretch. We're going to do 10 of those. Inhale the arms up high, and I'm going to take my strap because I have an extra long one, because when I do some leg stuff, the short ones are just too short. So now I have this, and I'm going to, I can pull it. This is a round bolster. My other one is a triangle. This one's round. so it's hard to sit on it. I keep rolling forward or backward. I don't want to roll back all the way. Okay, we got it here in the center. We're going to inhale up all the way. We're going to do a side stretch, leaning over to the right. Pull, pull, pull. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Keep that tension. Pulling, pulling, pulling. Inhale up. Exhale right. Keep the body straight. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. You should feel good through that shoulder blade. Inhale up. Exhale right. This will help strengthen your rotator cuff also. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale up. Pull it. Keep pulling it. I'm pulling really tight all the way over. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale up. Exhale right. Inhale up. Exhale left. Full body stretch all over. Inhale up. Exhale right. We're going to get to the legs soon. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. We're going to slow down. Inhale up. Exhale left. Really getting that tension in there. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. My arms are shaking from pulling. Inhale up. Exhale left. One more each side. Oh, yeah. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Give it that tug. Tug, tug, tug. Inhale up. Exhale left. Last one. Oh, boy. Pull it, pull it, pull it. Your life depends. You're hanging 500,000 feet off of Mount Everest. Inhale up. Exhale. The arms down. Whew, let's roll the shoulders back and back and back. And then let's take our right hand and we're going to tap just around the shoulder. Tap, tap, tap. We've been doing a lot of work through that bicep, tricep, shoulder blade, wing area. Take the left hand, do the same thing. Tap, tap, tap all around. Wherever it feels like you need a little TLC, tap it, tap it, tap it. And, oh, just for the fun of it, a little Tarzan. Oh, tap. And bring that stillness, shake your fingers out. Grab the strap again. And we're going to stand. Oh, no, we're going to come to our knees. We're going to make our way up here in a moment. So we're going to come down on our knees. So this is another good reason why we have our blanket or an extra towel or folded mat for the knees. And we're going to hold the strap behind us. Like that. We're going to sit down. We're going to raise the strap up and raise up. We're going to do 10 of those. This is good for the legs. Inhale up. Remember to pull. Keep the tension on the strap. My fingers are pulling to each side, to the left and right. Down. 3. Down. Pull. Down. 5. Down. 6. Pull. When I say the number, remember to pull. Down. 7. Down, hold the tummy in. 8, down. 9, really pull it. Down. 10, and hold it here. We're going to pulse that up. 1, pull it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it at the top. This is for your triceps. Pull it. Pull it. You should feel that in the back of your arms as well as in the biceps, and release. Woo! I'm really, who would think standing in one spot, holding a strap would make you sweat? Making me sweat. So let's come into a tabletop here. And we're going to curl these toes under. And we're going to lift up for down dog. Just have your strap at the front of the mat because it's going to come back and play in just a little bit. But this is where we're going to do a few fun things in our down dog to get the legs Ready? Let's walk our dogs again. After sitting like that, we need to have the dogs walk. Yes, we do. And then bring that to stillness. Inhale this right foot up, just even with the hips, and point that toe. Circle your ankle. 1, 2, 3. Reverse 2, 3. Inhale the foot way up to the sky for three-legged dog. Really stretch, opening that hip up. Inhale, bringing that foot over towards your booty, and take the knee out, the right knee out to the right. And we're going to circle, leading with the knee. Big circles. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do 5, 4. Last one, and 5. Reverse. 1. Big circles. 2. Open up. 3. Nice and round. 4. Last one, 5. Bring that foot high to the sky. Point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. One more. Point, flex. Bend the knee and bring the right foot down to meet the left. Ready for the other side? Inhale the left foot straight back. Point your toe. Circle. 1. You see how my leg is even with my hips? 2, 3, 4, 5, and reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale that left leg tall. Point it to the sky if you can. Really stretch that up high. I'm really stretching. Stretch, 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 and then let that foot fall over towards your booty. Bring the knee out to the left side, straight out from your hips there to the side, and circle. 1, big circles. 2, opening up the hips. 3, 4, 5. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring that foot back up to the sky, not quite as high this time, and we're going to point and flex. Point, flex, point, flex, point, really point and flex. Get the benefit of the whole stretch. Point, flex. Bring the left foot back down. Exhale back down into tabletop. Take your knees wide. Roll back over into another child's pose. And I'm just going to let you breathe. I said this was an easy class. I didn't say it wasn't a workout, but they're not hard poses. Our next one, you can just rest there for a moment, is we're going to come back up into another down dog. And then we're going to come to a standing position. So I want you to raise the head up right now from child's pose, just to start acclimating to standing, so no one gets faint or dizzy. Bring in that belly. Tighten that pelvic floor. We worked on that last month. And then inhale as you rock forward and come up into tabletop. Bring the knees back together. Take the hands up, one hand width. Curl the toes under. Raise up that booty to the sky for down dog. And inhale as you slowly walk your hands back and come to a standing position and a nice, oh, we're not going to come up yet. Stay down here for that ragdoll. We're all bent over in the perfect position for ragdoll. So we're going to grab opposite elbows. Take your feet a little wider though, and bend the knees. And then just start ragdolling it. Remember those hula girls that people used to put on their dashboards and they'd wiggle all around when the car drove over bumps? My cousin had one of those and he lived on a gravel road, and we just were fascinated by that dancing hula girl. And just take your moves. I like to have taken a few intuitive moves. That's our word, intention. So take a few intentional moves for yourself, not for anyone else. And just let that head hang down. Bring it all to stillness. And then let go of the elbows so the hands fall down. And then we're going to start raising the head up. Before we even lift the back, just raise up that head. And then build the strength in these legs and push up to standing position. Woo! That was a workout. That was fun. We were doing the hula dance on the mat. Kind of a ragdoll pose there. Just put our hands on our hips and do a hula. Just feel like my hips kind of need a little stretching out. Roll, rollin', rollin', rollin'. Keep those hips on moving. Go girls and boys, reverse. Sorry, I don't have a good singing voice, but I like to make up weird tunes to old songs. And roll it, roll it. One more roll, and bring that to stillness. Let it all hang out, be loose as a goose, as they say, loose. Okay, grab your strap, because we're going to do some standing stretches. I'm going to look at my time. I think we have time for that. I want to make sure we get in other stuff. So we'll just do some quick ones up here. I always put more in than I probably need, but I'd rather do that than be going, oh, well, we're finished early. Standing nice and tall. Bring the feet hip width apart. Inhale those arms straight out. Exhale, lift up and lean back for your crescent. Really stretch those arms. Remember, we're pulling while we're doing this. Inhale up, exhale, half forward fold, pull. Inhale up, exhale, lean back for crescent, pull. Inhale up, half forward fold, pull. Pull it tight. Inhale up, exhale, lean back, pull it. Inhale up, exhale, last one, really pull that. Inhale, standing up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders back and back. And we're going to come back down to the mat. We had some lunges I was going to do, but we don't have time for that. So I'm just having too much fun. Just come down to the mat any way you can. And again, I will encourage you to come down without holding on to anything. Whatever way you can do gracefully, or maybe not gracefully. And then when you stand up, I want you to come up with no hands. It's a great workout, and it also is helpful. You don't want to be that person that falls and has to yell out, help, I can't get up, or have to wear one of those necklaces. But we're going to lay down onto our backs and grab your strap, because we are going to do the hand to big toe. And then we're going to do some windshield wipers, my favorite. And then we're going to do Shavasana, and we're going to do a spinal twist with the strap. So first we'll start out with our hand to big toe. So just lay down with the knees in restorative rest pose, which the feet are on the ground, hip width apart, knees to the ceiling. And then we're going to take our strap and find our loop. Mine's all wound up again. And I'm going to take this loop and I'm going to put it in my foot. And I'm going to hold it. And this way you can control how much stretch that you're getting. I'm going to straighten this left leg out now. Yeah, I'm still in there. And you can take and pull it forward. If you're not flexible, don't do it. See where you can be with your knees straight. You may be out here. I know a lot of people, especially men, it seems, are very tight in those hamstrings. And then you can just start seeing where your stretch comes to say it starts right there. Then just go a hair further. Don't go any further. Go to where you feel it, and then a nudge. Because we do not want to overstretch your hamstrings at all. That'd take you down for a while. if you ever do that. I have done that before. It's not fun. And then holding it nice and tight, I'm going to grab with my right hand up by the foot. And I'm going to bend the knee slightly, and I'm going to let this right foot roll over to the right. My hips are staying down on the mat. My shoulder is down, and I'm going to look to the left. Shoulders are down, hips are down. But I'm opening up that hip flexor. This is a great hip flexor stretch. Remember, the knee is slightly bent in order to do this. And just let that relax. Inhale this right foot up. Take a hold with the left hand on the strap. This time the hip is going to roll all the way over. My shoulder will stay down on the ground. And let it roll over. Bend the knee slightly. Roll it, roll it, roll it. Hip is coming up. Shoulder is down. Look to your right. This is a full spinal twist. It should feel very good on your spine. Inhale this left foot up. Exhale, switch feet. I was going to repeat it twice, but I don't have time. And straighten up that right leg. And now we're doing our hand to big toe. Just holding with that stretch on the hamstring, letting it gently relax. And remember to do it with your knee straight. And if it's down this low, that's fine. Wherever you are at and you feel the stretch, that's where you need to stop. You may have one side that's stretchier than the other. I do. Ooh, that feels nice. And then inhale, holding onto the strap with the right hand, and scoot that left hand up near the foot. We're going to bend the knee slightly and let that left leg roll all the way to the left. Hips stay down. Look to your right. This is your big hip opener. And then our spinal twist will come next. Should feel very good. Just letting that hip flexor open gently at its own pace. And if you have like a piece of furniture or something, you can actually kind of rest your foot on there if you would prefer that. Inhale, slowly bringing that left leg up. Take the right hand over where the left hand is. Now we're going to bend the knee and let the left leg roll all the way to the right with the hips coming up, but keep the shoulder down. Left shoulder's on the mat. Look to your left for this great spinal twist. If you have a kink in your back, this should get it out. I feel a tight spot. Something happened to my computer always yesterday when I had other stuff to do. And I literally spent 6 hours trying to fix the thing. I'm sure if someone else was here and they know about computers, it would have been done in probably 10 minutes. But my keyboard went crazy and wouldn't quit typing, and it erased all of my record that I had to record for a club that I'm in. So I had to redo the whole thing after I got it quit going crazy. Okay, inhale this left leg coming up. So I have some tight spots because of sitting in that chair. I don't sit that long normally. And then we're going to bring the right foot to meet the left. And then I'm going to hold this rope. This is just for fun. I'm going to just lower those legs down slow, slow. Hold it right there for a little extra core work. And then let it fall all the way down. So, okay, that ended right on the hour. That's awesome. Get ready for Shavasana. I was just going to say that. Okay, we're going to go into our Shavasana. But we're going to do a Shavasana with the strap around the upper thighs. So you might want to loosen it just a little bit. I think you'll like it. It's really very relaxing when you do Shavasana like that. I'm just taking it out a few inches because I want my legs to roll down, and it's right above the knees so that it keeps, oh, that was too far. You may have to readjust yours too. So this keeps the legs in a little bit of a form. I got that out too far. I think I should have left it hip width or shoulder width apart. There we go. And I, of course, like to have a bolster under my knees. I'm going to put my musical kettle over for when we come out of Shavasana. So I want you to get very comfy. And then we're just going to relax for about probably 7 minutes or so. And I like to have a little blanket across my midsection. But this is especially nice with the bolster under here because my legs can't just roll out. It keeps them contained. So once you get all settled in, I wish I could play music, but you can't unless you subscribe to channels that let you play the music. And they've just gotten so ridiculous with the prices of using relaxation music. And I just don't do it. And sometimes it's nice just to have that quiet. So I want you to think about all the things that we've done today and try to remember some things that made you feel good. Remember that intent, to do things with intent. So if something makes your body feel better, that is definitely something that you should have an intention to continue with. You just start relaxing. You could practice your 3-part breath if you wanted, or you can just float. start thinking about coming back to reality. And of course, I don't know what time of the day you're doing this. If you're doing this at night and you want to just roll over, cover up, roll in the bed, go ahead. If you're doing it in the day, you want to start easing up out of it. Taking a few body movements that feel good, maybe some rolls, maybe some stretches, maybe some breaths, maybe all of them. Then we should bring your feet up to the mat, hip width apart, because we didn't do our windshield wipers, and that's a good way to come out. So just gently roll the knees back and forth. I do this before I get out of the bed in the morning. Unless I have to go to the bathroom really bad, then I have to come back and do it. And I do it at night before I go to sleep. This is great for the low back. And it's also relaxing. And also, in the morning, it kind of gets your brain fog lifting. And just do a couple more each side, gentle, side to side. And then bring the knees to stillness. And we're going to do 5 pelvic tilts. So we're going to bring that pubic bone up towards your head and then flatten, arch the back. Flatten the back, bring the pubic bone up, pelvic tilt, flatten the back, arching, push it away. 3, flatten. When you flatten the back, you're doing a pelvic tilt. And then when you just let it go naturally, don't overarch it, just let it come back to neutral. And then up. Let that arch come back in the back. 1 more. Flatten the back. And then let the arch return. And then we're going to roll over onto our right, our left side, whichever side you choose. Cradle that head in your hand and your arm. We'll do 1 breath together. Inhale and release through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale, mouth. Nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale gently as you push yourself up. Coming up into a seated position. I'm going to come up to my chair. You guys just stay down there in an easy pose or whichever way. If you don't want to come up, you don't have to. Thank you for coming to the class. I hope you enjoyed it. I feel great. This is the middle of the afternoon for me, so I think I'll maybe even go take a little walk outside. The sun's come out finally. We've been having some rain here. So let's inhale the arms up. Exhale, prayer hands down to heart center. Keep your hands here. We're going to do a nice big breath, and we're going to do a release. Go as long as you can. Close the eyes down. Inhale. Inhale, hands up. Exhale. Rub those hands together gently, bringing warmth, joy, love, and our word intention. Press it into your heart center today. I bow and honor the light in you and ask that you honor the light in others. Namaste. And I'll leave you with a quote. I like this quote. Let me get it out. This is a quote by Lucille Ball. In life, all good things come hard, but wisdom is the hardest to come by. So think about that one. Lucille Ball, she was funny, but she also had a serious side, I guess. She thought a lot about life. Ta-ta for now, my favorite saying of Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. And you guys have a great month. Until next month, I'll see you then.